Meantime, the government of St. Lucia is pressing ahead with plans for a greener St. Lucia. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Sylvester Closel, says government is well on its way to having public buildings retrofitted.
We will be advertising or putting out a request for proposals for the retrofitting of the entire, all government buildings across St. Lucia. And we look forward to the participation of local companies in that as well. We've also working with Lucelec to retrofit all the street lights in St. Lucia. We expected to have been more advanced in that regard by now. However, there have been some difficulties in that. Of course, it is difficult to retrofit all the street lights. For example, what do you do with the old HSP lights, high pressure sodium lights? What do you do with them? You have stranded assets on your hands. You need to find a way to deal with that. And you also need to determine who owns those new lights that you put on. Is it owned by the government or is it owned by Lucelec? And who takes responsibility for maintenance? All these issues need to be worked out because Lucelec is a private company. We've made significant progress over the last year in addressing some of these issues. And we believe now, in fact, Lucelec recently submitted a proposal to us after a long time of negotiations on a strategy to retrofit the entire street lighting system of St. Lucia and the different scenarios which we're looking at now to indicate which is the best way to go.
Government is expected to save over 50% on its street lighting bill. A 12-megawatt wind farm is also expected to reap benefits along with geothermal possibilities.
St. Lucia's demand for electricity is in the region of about 60 megawatts. So 12 megawatts is already 20% of what you. So already, if that comes to fruition, we already would have reached that 20%. And why geothermal is so crucial for us is that it gives you what is called base load energy, whereas solar and wind is intermittent power. The sun comes, you lose your power base. The wind goes down, you lose your power. Geothermal is like diesel. It gives you steady base power. And that's why diesel is so attractive. It gives you steady base power. It's dirty energy, but it gives you steady base power. So if you want to transit from that, you need to have a certain amount of base load power. And that's what geothermal will do. And that is why the government is pursuing so vigorously the geothermal power initiative in Soufrière. We believe that the path we're pursuing now is a more structured and well thought out path. We're not jumping into drilling wells without thinking out through the process properly. We're not drilling any wells yet. What we're doing now is what is called a surface exploration, where we're looking at what lies beneath. No pun intended, is the name of a band this year. But we're looking at what lies beneath. What is the power source and where are the best areas to drill? Where are the cracks and fissures in the system? Where are the streams of hot water that go on? Where is the core source of that power underneath? The technologies that we have now will allow us to identify more precisely than we've ever been able to do before.